we're coming to a point where people are going to have to take these vaccines. So that looks as though it's the reality, either in the context of work or in the context of travel. Based on what you're saying, they're in a lose-lose situation. What does this mean?
At some point, and I'm sure people can challenge me on this, but reality will prove it. I think we are very close to vaccine resistance right now. And it's not for nothing that already people start developing, new vaccines against the strains, etc. But what I was saying is that, okay, if you miss the shoot, okay, you could say nothing had happened. No, you are at the same time losing the most precious part of your immune system that you could ever imagine of, and that is your innate immune system. Because the innate antibodies, the natural antibodies, the secretory IgMs, will be outcompeted by these antigen-specific antibodies for binding to the virus. And that will be long-lived. That is a long-lived suppression, and you lose every protection against any viral variant or coronavirus variant, etc. So this means that you are left just with no single immune response. With it's none. Your immunity has become nihil. It's all gone. The antibodies don't work anymore, and your innate immunity has been completely bypassed. And this while highly infectious strains are circulating. So I mean, if that isn't clear enough, I really don't get it.
So Martin, we're not going to say we agree or we don't agree. No. But let's just summarize what he is saying. He's saying that you have injected a material that creates a very specific, powerful antibody. In actual fact, if I may add, you have actually changed your system into an antigen producer to which you have responded naturally by creating the antibody, a highly specific antibody. And every time that you are infected with the coronavirus, this induced immune response will be activated. What he's basically saying is that, in his opinion, this is such a powerful response that your own natural immunity, which covers any base, has been eliminated, basically put to sleep. Yeah. Because the stronger ones that you have induced, but which are highly specific for one strain, will now take over. Now, what if the strain changes?
Yeah, that this one doesn't recognize.
That this one doesn't recognize, and your own response is limited because this stronger response, which is unnatural, has been introduced. Then you will be defenseless. That's what he's saying. And then he says the future will tell whether he is right or whether he is wrong. Now, I'm not making a value judgment. That's just the fact of the matter. In other words, if you have to make an informed choice, you have to ask yourself the question, am I willing to perhaps sacrifice my natural immune status for the sake of this one strain that has a very low potential of killing me in the first place? Do I want to take that risk? Because in the future, things could be 10 times or hundreds of times worse. That's what he's saying. We're not making a value judgment.